might be his last year credibly as a starter if he continues to look like this, bro. He had under 170 yards.
There's a couple quarterbacks that's in that same situation.
And I'm not disagreeing with you, but Tua is the most glaring because he's had injury history and we've watched scary injuries happen to him. That's true. It's also just like you see what's going on, like overall with the team. The vibe of the team is just off. And he's supposed to be the leader of it. You're the quarterback. And it's just Tyreek's frustrated. Waddle's not getting the ball. Achan's not able to do what he can do. Mike McDaniel looks bad. The defense doesn't look good. Nothing's going good. He's not doing anything to make it better. And I've just never even really been that huge of a fan of him over the people that were drafted in his draft class. Herbert should be on the Dolphins right now, not Tua. If Brian Flores got what he wanted, Herbert would be a Miami Dolphin right now, and we would be seeing track meets, literally Waddle on one side, Tyreek with Herbert throwing it in. Look what Herbert's doing with Quentin Johnson. He got the Chargers looking good, and his number one receiver right now is Quentin Johnson.
Man,
and a second-year Lad McConkey, and an almost injured all the time, older Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
the Chargers look good, and we about to talk about them later, Blitz Talk TV, by the way. But imagine if Tua was with that team. The Chargers would not be good right now. Imagine if Herbert ever had the talent of a Waddle, Achan, and Hill with his arm. With his ability to throw across his body and do all that stuff.
And make every throw. Yeah, nah.
Bro, the Dolphins would be scary with Herbert. They'd be scary.
But at the same time, do you feel he developed the same?
I mean, Mike McDaniel, think about who Herbert had, though. Before Jim Harbaugh, it was Brandon Staley.
That is true. He went through a bunch of really, really bad.
He went from the basement to the penthouse for real. Like
yeah, he had a bunch of really bad coaches.
So if Tua started out with Brian Flores and then you go to Mike McDaniel, that's not bad. That's not bad. Brian Flores to me is not bad. So it's like.
But I will say they did Anthony Lynn pretty dirty.
They did, but I think that was right before. That might have been right before Herbert. No. Maybe it's like 1 year of Herbert.
No, he had 1 year of Herbert.
Yeah, I think he had 1 year of Herbert and then went straight to Brandon Staley. But I don't think his coaching situation's been that good until Jim Harbaugh. But I don't think his receivers have ever really been all that good, besides Keenan Allen, who's always hurt. So it's just like.
I mean, he started off with Mike Williams too. Well,
another person who's always hurt. So it's just like. Imagine if you always had, because Tua for the whole time has had Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle for the most part. One of those guys is college teammate. So he already had a rhythm with them. So it's like they went out their way, especially in the passing game, to get Tua the weapons. They did not do that with Herbert. They kind of did the opposite, if we're being honest. The only receiver they drafted that's been worth anything has been McConkey, who's in year 2, and I don't know if he's the number 1 or not, but I mean, imagine if Herbert out the gate of his career had Waddle, Achan, and Hill. His numbers would probably be scary because his numbers are already good, and he's got a guy who drops the ball half the time.
I agree.
I think Tua's problem is that team already has spent all the money that is spent going to get Hill. They got Armstead, who's not there anymore. They paid Bradley Chubb not that long. I think that was like 2 or 3 years. Like, they spent a lot of money on this team, and Tua didn't do what he was supposed to do, which was maximize all the pieces. So now they're kind of stuck in this situation where it's like, we can't pay Tua all this money to look like this. Mike McDaniel is probably not going to be on this team very longer. Tyreek Hill is already frustrated, and he's probably not going to be on the team. You have Jalen Waddle. You definitely probably re-sign him. Achan, he's a running back, so you don't really know how much longer you're going to have him for, to be honest. And the defense, you're going to have to redo the whole thing. You have to redo the whole defense. The defense just looks bad. I mean, Buffalo got whatever they wanted, whether it was running the ball, passing the ball. They got whatever they wanted. Every team that's facing
Jack Jones looked good. Just in my opinion, that was a nice little
shout out to him because he did look good, but the team just doesn't look good. So the Dolphins are going to basically have to be in rebuild. Do you rebuild around Tua? Are you rebuilding around Tua, really? I'm asking you.
Hell no.
So I don't know where he goes from here. Mike Daniel's not going to be on the team next year. This team, to me, needs a tank. If I'm being honest, if I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm hoping they tank. I'm hoping they trade everybody and tank. This is not a good team. It's not a playoff team. And really in the AFC with these young QBs, and I don't know.
It's a bad time.
Like, this is a bad time to be sticking up the joint like this. The Dolphins look really bad. And this was, to me, their last hurrah of any type of faith that I was going to have in them. If they went out there and beat the Bills, I would have a whole different tone. I would be like, okay, Tua, I'll give you the rest of this year.
Oh, they ain't having it.
So, to keep it short and sweet, Tua, it's been a pleasure watching you in the National Football League.
Oh, man. I don't think it's that serious, but